SOOGF Online TV. Support our own Gambian Foundation. Support our own Gambian Foundation. This is the first of its kind. Support our own Gambian Foundation is standing on 4 important philosophies. That is to empower, to motivate, to inspire, and of course, to uplift the younger generation of the Gambian society. We are delving deeper into social norms, cultural heritage, and of course, problems affecting our cultures, norms and values. I am going to be your host on the Influencers Program. The Influencers Program will bring you young influential people in this country that are eloquent, have experience, and have been inspiring the younger generation. If you have been wondering a platform where you can utilize your talent, if you have been wondering a place where your voice can be heard, Support our own Gambian Foundation has come to utilize our cultures in the right track. They are the rediscovery of the cultural norms, values, and customs. Please join me every Tuesday on SOOGF Online TV.
Greetings, wonderful viewers, and welcome to another beautiful episode of the Influencers Program. And of course, I am your host, ABDOU KOMMA, and this program is brought to you by SOOGF Online TV. Support our own Gambian Foundation, the home of hope and optimism. With me here today, of course, is our king, AMADOU DANSO. Of course, I call him the king of the pageantry industry, and of course, AMADOU is a pageant and of course a model. It's a pleasure having you, AMADOU, on SOOGF Online TV. Please tell the what beautiful viewers really who is AMADOU DANSO, the king.
Okay, so my name is AMADOU DANSO. I am a student, a pageant king. I'm the current Mr. Nick of Gambia. The representative for KMC that was in 2024. Yeah, so AMADOU is basically not, very friendly. I am jovial as well. And basically I am into dancing, modeling. So I started pageantry in 2018. Yes, but before pageantry, it was the Kids Podium. I know most of you are aware of the GRTS Kids Podium. This is where I was molded to be the person I am today. That is when I have that zeal of going in front of people to start pageantry. Yes.
Wow, amazing. You people are watching. AMADOU is a pageant king and of course a model. So please, AMADOU, tell the beautiful viewers, like we said, pageantry.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful arena when it comes to, of course, solving social problems. You come to realize Gambians are not very aware when what really the importance of pageantry is, the importance of modeling,
Yeah.
So at least today we'll go in details to that.
Right.
So please, when do you start this beautiful journey?
That was in 2018, like I mentioned earlier. Yes, I started pageantry in 2018. That was my first pageant. That was Mr. Yakam. That is the Youth and Children Advocating for Media Excellence. And I was not crowned. Then in 2019, I embarked on Mr. Home Kids.
Okay.
And that was my first crown.
Wow.
Mr. Home Kids.
Okay.
And then in 2020, I competed for the Gam Fashion Stars Award, which is a modeling competition. And I was the winner as well. And in 2022, I competed for Prince of Abuko, where I was crowned the first runner-up.
Wow.
Then in 2023, I competed for Mr. Lamen, and I was the crown winner.
Wow.
The same 2023, I competed for Mr. Tourism Gambia, which is a national pageant.
Wow.
And I was the youngest contestant among all of them, and I was crowned as well the winner.
Wow.
So in 2024, I was selected as Mr. KMC.
Wow.
To represent KMC for NECOF 2024, and I was Mr. NECOF as well.
Wow.
Yes.
This is so insightful, AMADOU is not only breaking the chains in pageantry, but also a king who is telling you that, of course, men, women can do the same inclusive activity in the pageantry world. That is a very beautiful achievement, AMADOU. Really, young people will be inspired. A lot of young people are watching this. They want to be like AMADOU DANSO. I was so thrilled with the achievements, concurrently, you naming them.
Yeah.
This is so inspiring.
Thank you.
So, AMADOU, what inspired you as a model, as a pageant? There must be something which will inspire you to enter in the world of pageantry or modeling.
Mm-hmm.
With all the achievements you get as really in the wall of your career, what inspired you?
Yeah, so there are some certain individuals that actually inspired me when it comes to pageantry. The likes of the current Miss Gambia, Rohicham. We have Kadi Samate, you have Auntie Aisha, the chairperson of KMC, you have Binta Jaju, Sirasala. These are people, especially Mama Sita, like the first one of Miss Gambia, that was in 2022. These individuals actually inspired me. By then I was like, the Lay Hall guy, I watched them perform. I'm like,
you like them so much,
yes,
you become inspired.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm like, can I Execo Stadium and winning crowns like them? And then after my first pageant, they reached out to me. People like Rohi reached out to me and was like, "You're good. I am going to support you. Ways to make sure that you become the person that you want to be."
Wow.
So these people actually inspired me when it comes to pageantry. And then secondly, it is like I have that zeal of like, okay, I am gonna use my platform to make a change, to make a difference, breaking the stereotype and discrimination in the country, especially when it comes to the pageant industry. A lot of people have the misconception of that. Okay, jigéen ñi war a dem si pageant. Jigéen ñi should embark on
that is a misconception.
Yes, that is a misconception. And then as a guy, you shouldn't embark on pageantry. Yes, that is why I stood out bold and then come out. I'm like, okay, then I change that narrative. I'm going to change that stereotype. Like, you got the passion, do it, follow your heart, and then be the best version of yourself. Yeah, that is why I actually engage myself into pageantry, advocating for change, bringing men under one umbrella to make sure they're giving the platform and then their voices are heard. We have different people, different intelligent and smart people in the industry, but then them not given the opportunity to express themselves. That is why I am here to make a difference and be the change.
Wow, amazing. AMADOU is a very inspiring young man. He said there is something in the world of pageantry that you feel like you need to outline for young people to bring about change.
Right.
I am very much inspired about that because people like me or others there were like, pageantry is just for women.
Right.
And there is nothing essential, there is no message in pageantry. Like you said, you want to break the stereotypes because the belief and the philosophy about pageantry only for female is a misconception. So, AMADOU, that is a very important point. You come and see the platform side in pageantry. To me, I think it is the most important part,
right? Because
this is where people bring out their what they're gonna do if they are crowned. So it also talked about the problems and how you as a king or a queen is going to solve that problem in society. So what importance is really the journey of pageantry and modeling in relation to our country? What importance is pageantry or modeling have in our country or in our society?
Yeah. So like I said, pageantry is a platform given to young people to make a difference. So when it comes to the country, I believe it is something that is actually enlightening people about different causes. Causes discrimination, stereotypes, HIV and AIDS. You have mental health. You have disability discrimination. These are things that people are not mainly aware, especially rape and assault. So pageantry gives us the opportunity to, come out and then make a difference, make a change, use our voices to, educate people, especially those that are not aware of these causes. Especially, you have a lot of people going through mental health and discrimination, but then they're not given the opportunity. But pageantry give them the platform, to express themselves. So that is where a lot of people learn from them and then see the pain that they're going through on a daily basis.
Wow.
Yes.
So the discrimination part in society, the bullying people faced, because I sometimes hear this in our ordinary society. If you involve in modeling or pageantry, they tend to misinterpret that you want to be a girl,
Right.
So people tend to associate themselves with you. So do you think that is a productive way of living?
That is not. It's not, because kuneka has own passion. Yeah, and then some of us can be footballers, others can be musicians, others can be dancers. But then those embarking on pageantry, they have a motive. They have a motive, and then like the main motive is, like I said, change. Change is very, very crucial. So that change is what actually made them come up on that stage. And not just the change, they have something that they're vested in, and that is the talent. Because I believe talent is power. So like most people like me sitting here today, it's not just about the advocacy that you stand on stage and then deliver your platform. It's about the talent that you're vested with, sorry. So you have that talent, and people are not actually, and they're not celebrating that talent with you. So pageantry is something that actually given the platform to be like, okay, I'm a dancer, so I'm going to use that as my talent to, to make people love who I am. So isolating or like not connecting to those people that are in the pageant industry is not right. Like they are human beings, like they want to be heard, and then they should be given the opportunity to express themselves. Yes.
But it's a different thing because I think the problem is because people are not aware. But people like AMADOU, we have new people. Now you think you can reach back to society and tell them these stereotypes, these misconceptions. Right. It's not appropriate. So like it's our duty, like as young people now, to like the society is talking about illness, about pageants and modeling.
Yeah.
But now you understand it's not what they were thinking about. It's not what they were thinking. Now it's a different thing. But it's our responsibility now. Now, as a pageant, at the level of the society, of the community, what are you people doing, or individually, really to break the chains of such stereotypes and misconceptions? Because it's a problem. You need to change the status quo. As a young king, that is, I think, those are one of the reasons why you are crowned. Because you are, you're like you take a promise and you deliver the expectations. So, how are you doing these steps to really change, bring about a change in society?
Yes. So technically, it started with my advocacy. That is, I established a project called AIDS Foundation. AMADOU's Aid Across Africa Foundation, here to support young people when it comes to education and advocacy, like breaking that stereotype. And then like that journey started when I visited CRR.
CRR?
Yes, because I believe like these people are not heard in particular. Like when it comes to pageant, it's only for KOMMA people. But then I decided to use my advocacy and then focus it on the people of like the rural
Gambia.
So I went to CRR, I met with the regional governors, and where they gave me the opportunity and the privilege to, studying women and boys, where I talked to them about the importance of education and advocacy. When the advocacy part is the pageantry aspect. We had that session, it's a 1 week session, and that was the way they gave me the opportunity as well to host Face of CRR there, and I trained those people to compete. And one of them is the current Miss Gambia, current Miss Gambia CRR, because she won, and then when it came to the semi-finale for Miss Gambia, she represented CRR for the Miss Gambia competitions. Yes, and then later went to URR as well, where I also met a caliber of boys. We talked about the importance of vocational trainings, teach them about basic skills, like have sessions with them when it comes to like realizing who they are, like what they can do in a society, like their talents as well. And I help them. Most of them were like, okay, I don't actually know what I am capable of doing. How can I build up myself? I want to do pageantry, but then the misconception of my family members in the community I am in, I told them like, okay, it is okay. It is okay. Let them say what they want to say. But then the most important thing is following what your heart desires, like your passion, what you want to do. People can say what they want to say, but that doesn't shape who you are. Like what shapes you is what you're vested with, and that is your talents and powers. So it is left to you as an individual to change the status quo. So we had that session, and alhamdulillah, most of them are already here today, and like they're making extra impact in our community. Yes, and then I am not just going to stop there. I am planning to go across Africa because that is where I focus my foundation on, not just Gambians, but I want to go beyond Africa because I feel like a lot of men and women especially are not given the opportunity, because in most countries, pageantry is not, especially the Gambia, pageantry is not seen as something that is important. Even let's say, for example, we have a lot of countries that are going for the Miss Universe, Mr. Universe, Mr. Supranational, but Gambia has never been on that stage before.
Why do you think is that?
Because we're not giving the utmost support that we need. Like the people think that okay, so investing in these people is a waste of time, is a waste of finance and resource because I don't even dealing for Amda.
What are they bringing also back? That's what sometimes they think about that. Like if we invest in them,
Yes.
what are they bringing back?
So one thing they don't know about is so immediately you travel to another country to that is when you explore, you sell the image of your country, the heritage, the diversity of our people. Like how amazing and united Gambia is. So I believe if they're given the opportunity or they're given the fund to travel out of the country to compete in the stage like Mr. Universe, like Mr. World, that is when the other countries say, okay, oh, so Gambia is part of Africa. Is a continent, or Gambia is part of a continent called Africa. Like, let's try and visit that place because, okay, let's see, AMADOU competed and then winner Mr. World crowned, and then it's back in the Gambia. So let's try go and see how beautiful Gambia is because never try to market to us like how diverse the people of the Gambia are, how united we are.
Generous Gambians are so beautiful.
Exactly.
Peasant.
So that is one thing that people don't know. Like whenever you support them to go out, in return they sell the name of your country. Yes, not just themselves, but then because like immediately them they're not carrying the source of like okay their names, but instead it's the source of the country, like the name of the country. Okay, this particular person is representing Gambia, not like their names. Even statistical stages they don't mention their names, but instead like they address them as Gambia. You understand? So let's give them the opportunity, let's give them the privilege to travel and market our country. Wow. Pageantry is something beautiful. It's not something that okay, then call it pageantry, but it is something that will stay forever. So let's celebrate pageantry. Let's celebrate these beauty kings and queens in this country. Like let's give them the honor and privilege that they deserve.
AMADOU, this is inspiring. Of course, me myself, I'm inspired here. And I want to be a pageant now. Because AMADOU, you like. Okay, I asked you about your impact, and your impact is tremendous from regionally, from one region to another.
Yeah.
You create impacts, and these young people now are emerging.
Yeah.
Like you said, some of them are like they feel bad. They feel to be judged by their people before venturing into pageantry.
Right.
Based on your advocacy, you tell them that this is not important. Follow your dreams. You know what is best for you.
Yeah.
Whatever people say about society doesn't matter. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when you are yourself, then you can be productive in your career.
Right.
That's a beautiful achievement. You talked about a very important point, like the government. This is the government trying to support young people like you.
Right.
The support is not. Even it's there, but there is a room for improvement.
Yeah.
That should be done. Like I said, I've never seen Gambian going for like Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Is there any Gambian in Miss Universe? Is there any?
There was, but I think there was stopped in the around the 1980s.
1980s.
Yes.
So why do you think that was now it stops? Is it like the government is not invested in pageantry, or the then government were seeing that I think pageantry is a productive thing and a very insightful career that one can also embrace that?
I believe that the Gambia is not the government in particular is not like putting more effort in the pageant side. Because so whole like there should be a budget allocated to that for pageantry, but then there is none. That is why it is very difficult. We have like experts in this country that are like capable, and whenever they travel, they make change. They come with crowns, but then there is no support. All they know them do like from one office to another, seeking for support. At the end of the day, like there is failure. And I just can like last minute put them like more like flight pay. Today they are still like looking for flight money, and which is no done. But like I believe if the government is really interested in pageantry, they should always every year there should be a budget allocated to that. Then like each and every candidate that is like going for international pageant, if I let's say like the arts and culture, the Ministry of Arts and Culture, and they will just fund the trip for the person to go fully funded, like other countries are doing. Like Senegal is currently going for Miss Universe. But I am 100% sure this year, like it is said, there is a candidate that is going for Miss Universe. There is a candidate going for Miss Universe.
In the Gambia?
In the Gambia.
Wow.
Yeah, so that means it's high time for the government to support that individual. I am not going to mention the name of the person, but I know you all know that person right now.
Wow.
I want the government, if you're hearing me,
Yeah.
to support this young lady. She is talented. And I believe like whenever she steps on that Miss Universe stage, she is definitely going to be the first ever Miss Universe Grand for Gambia. I am 100% of that.
Wow, this is so inspiring. Like, really, I think the government need to do something. Need to do something for because like we have talented people in this country. There are many, and some of them are not even we don't see them because they feel like when I'm there, no has to support. Like already now, this philosophy me and you we having, that they don't help.
Right.
Somebody who already have the passion not to come. When I come into the world of pageantry, I'm just stepping myself.
It's a bit of time. Yeah.
So this is a very important reference that our own government, our own people should invest in us.
Yeah.
Amadou, that is very, very insightful. Okay, Amadou, this is getting very interesting.
Yeah.
You see, in every country, or in every country, unity is a broader wood that we use to, of course, to take our society forward. So please, what is the atmosphere? How is the modeling industry? How is the pageantry industry in the Gambia? How are you people really living towards? Because you have different kings now.
Yeah.
So really, how is the industry place?
So when it comes to the pageant industry in particular, there's no unity among us.
Wow.
Because like then you fight and all the time. Okay, my Mr. Nakov, my Mr. Key, my Mr. Kali. So then you're trying to so big and all that because we're not united. Like doing the support in all ways possible. That is one thing I believe that why the government is not actually supporting us because there is no like unity among ourselves. And when it comes to the organizers paying us as well, that is another issue because like after having that conversation, okay, so you win it, at the end of the day they don't actually fulfill their promise. Then you're okay, AMADOU, for instance. So we name Mr. Nakov, I'm going to give you $100,000. So after we name Mr. Nakov, after all the sacrifice and everything, we name Mr. Nakov and you want man genuma, damadano, hanga kumawara and the highest and you go blah blah blah. So that is where the thing starts. And then that's where hatred will start coming in and out. Then I'm start the ambifante with the organizers, and then other kings and queens will involve themselves in it. So like there will be a rapport between kings and queens because of organizers. So let's say, for example, my own organization, the NGO organization, are they're in conflict because of like my organized Bini. So our kings and queens will not be in good terms because they're like, okay, you like the organizer, you're not in good terms with this organizer. So king and queen determine you guys influence them not to be in good terms. So there will be a rapport between us. Like that is one thing that is actually like separating all the kings and queens
in the Gambia.
That is why I'm not actually blaming the government for not having
blaming yourselves for that.
Yes, I'm blaming ourselves because we even have a Gam Pageant Association group, but at this point it's not even functioning because I could like vividly say that like we're not like showing the interest in the page. Like the group is not even going forward. Then I'm like, okay,
there's too much fight in sword.
Right. Right. So like we are not actually coming together as one to make sure like even the pageant organizers or the government respect us. Because I'm in that organization already. The only thing that we need to do is come together, fight for our rights as pageant kings and queens. But we are not doing that.
Amadou, this is to me is disheartening, but then we are very matured people.
Yeah.
There's a stage where we come. I think, like I told you, there's like they feel like they're competing. Like Amadou is Mr. Nekov, like Amadou feel maybe the other one like, okay, I think Amadou want to take my position.
Right.
So maybe Amadou is the one who's going for Mr. Universe. So like this is a problem. So as young people, like there is different discipline. Pageantry is a word of itself. You are doing impacts. All of you are trying to change lives.
Right.
So I think, like you said, before the government will venture into their to help you people, to give budgets to you people. Even they give budgets to you people will start fighting each other.
Right.
So you mean the problem is not only within the kings and queens, but also in the organizers level.
Like mainly the organizers are the other problems. Because that issues, then I try to bring in your king and queen or kings and queens to have like let them not be together as well. So that is like, okay, I am from like Amadou's promotion, you're from like Sadiq's promotion or whatever it is. Like, okay, Amadou and Sadiq's promotion shouldn't be together. If you invite us, sit on your own side, I sit on my own side. Like there's no communication at all.
So like, okay, Amadou, if you like, for example, now, there is in every institution there are fights.
Yeah.
Even in homes there are fights. That's how we find ourselves, and we have to understand that.
Yeah.
But there should be resolutions. There should be solutions. Don't you have an institution or department in the industry of pageantry which is responsible for conflict resolution?
I don't think so. There is
no.
There is no.
So, like, for example, I'm gonna have problem with the king of some, like king of maybe the king.
Yeah.
Of an association.
Yeah.
How do you solve that problem?
The only thing we can do is go to the Gambian Association president, and file that report, and the person can see how there's like a more fixed conflict between.
Do you have a president of Gam?
Yes, we have a president of.
Who is that?
That is Binta Jaju.
In the judge.
Yes.
So do you think really, now you talk about a very important problem, that there is disunity. So these things will be addressed.
Yeah.
These are very important points. So at any point, is there any case which has been reached to the president of Gam Association, you said Pageant Association, and that has been solved? Are they doing their maximum efforts to solve the problems and the conflicts?
Yeah, they are actually trying
okay.
and solving that. But then at some point, they don't have the utmost power because it's not from them, it's from the organizers. Like I said, organizers are the main root cause of everything.
But I think there should be power, like there should be policies, there should be laws.
There should be.
I think there should be laws that will guide you people. I think the problem is you people don't have a law.
Yeah.
That is why people are behaving anyhow. Like you can be a king of this association, in this association, but at the end of the day, you are all under one association. And the president will take care of you people. And anybody who don't abide, despite you being the king, should be dismissed.
Yeah.
I think the problem is not only this your pageant association, but that is a problem.
Yeah.
Implementation of the law.
Yeah, it is.
So I think that is my take. There should be proper laws that will guide you people along your trajectory of unity.
Right.
I don't know if my claim is it makes sense to you.
It does make sense because say we should have these policies.
Okay.
In each and every organization we go to, there are policies that we should follow.
Of course.
So like if the Gambian Association implement their policies effectively, then there will be no push and pull between kings and queens.
Of course.
So I believe there should be
a policy. Okay, that is a very wonderful recommendation. Okay, Amadou, we will go now really in details. I think we have already go in details, but I'm saying let's go in details more.
Right.
So really, your impact is massive, it's huge. Like regionally, societally, like you talk more about how you have been impacting the lives of young people because you have the inspiration to bring about change. Really, you talk about the challenges. Are these the only challenges you get from the criticism from society, the fights, from your own pageants, and what other challenges do you people face in the world of pageantry or in the Gambian pageantry system?
So basically, these are the key points, key issues that we face from ourselves and the society and our family members. But then when you look at it deeply, the main root cause of all our problems is the conflicts that we're having. So that is basically what is affecting us. But to hold how we are not coming together and how we are not trying to celebrate one another, our success and our differences. That is the why we're always down.
Amazing.
Why we're always down.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you think pageantry have a role to play in our cultural sustainability? Because us as Gambians or as Africans, we belong somewhere, and we have to love our cultures. Is there an arena in pageantry, or a segment in pageantry, which is also advocated for the sustainability of African culture?
Yes, there is, which is the cultural round. Because in each and every pageant, we have a cultural display. That is where we celebrate our cultures, our differences, how unique our cultures are. So this aspect is very, very crucial in the industry, especially when you look at the Miss Tourism and Mister Tourism. It's all about culture and diversity, celebrating how beautiful our culture is to outsiders, because you have visitors the white people coming that they do to see what we have for them. So this aspect is where you try to sell out not just yourself but your culture, like how beautiful the Gambia is in particular. Like Gambia is broad and wide, like with beautiful like people. Like we have the River Gambia, the
a lot of
the
historical
agricultural
sites.
sector, the historical sites. These are things that we are celebrating always. Especially when it comes to the national costume round, they were telling us like, okay, them then again see an inspiration from like the Gambia in particular. Most of us will bring like the historical side. Okay, then them design the Kunta Kinte, Sol maybe the Kunta Kinte Island. They will design your costume with. Others will design their costume based on the agricultural sector. Others will use the groundnut. Others will use the rice. These are things that actually celebrate who we are, like the beauty of the Gambia in particular.
Wow, amazing. I think, for us as a TV, our foundation really is based on supporting cultural heritage.
Yeah.
We are very particular about cultures, traditions, and norms. Because you get to understand that this is who we are.
Yeah.
If at all pageantry doesn't have a culture around, man, I would not even go and see. Honestly, because meaning we are living what we are for other people.
Yeah.
So I love that part that you people really are celebrating our great cultures, our great values.
Yeah.
But Amadou, you see now we are losing the cultural part of our.
We are
losing it.
We are.
So as pageants, what role do you people have to really sustain our lost cultures?
One thing that we're always doing is like it's celebrating our culture. Like when we say celebrating our culture, it's like trying to bring back the lost that we actually lost already, trying to reframe everything back and trying to like make us stand so firm on our legs again and then celebrate our culture, bring back our lost culture to existence again. That is celebration. That is the cultural aspect, because like right now in the Gambia, we are not just celebrating like, okay, look, it's a culture and you come and dance and go. But they will tell you, okay, go back, sit and write something about like before, like the culture before, how it was. Now you come and present it in a form of a display. This is where you like, okay, Dama come up with all my ideas and then like talk about like how beautiful my culture was before and how it is now and how I can bring it back to life. So that is where it comes to bringing back your culture to life, celebrating the past ancestors, celebrating our past culture, like how civilization actually took over everything. Now we're trying to bring back or reframe back the culture, but it is not effective. I would say it is not really effective. But like gradually we are coming up. We are really trying.
I think that is also it's just a preparation that I'm making.
Yeah.
Do you think like now, because we have stages in pageantry, casual stage, and the cultural set, don't you think you need to put more of the cultural part in it, so that at least that shape or that frame of Africa, of ourselves, can be seen to the people. So that could also be part of how we can, like to me, the percentage of our cultural display is it's 1%, 100% now. So this is why we say we have lost it.
Yeah.
Because in every program we tend to westernize. More Western display is done than cultural display.
Yeah.
So as pageants also, this is just a recommendation, this is just a claim.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense. But as we Africans, we display belong in the area of literature, in the area of modeling, in the area of commerce, but we will talk about our content. How we can sustain it. Because we say we have lost it because of civilization, you see.
Yeah.
So to me, there could be more cultural display when like in the side of pageant. That is my take. So I don't know really if I'm going to agree with me.
Yeah, I will agree with you because if you look at it, even the casual round and you have the talent round and all the other rounds, like time it's more than the cultural round. So if you look at it, to me, if I were to host my own event, even the casual round would be an inspiration from a cultural outfit.
This is my point.
Yes, that is one thing. That is a part that we celebrate our culture. Like, okay, let's say instead of wearing like not so specific like outfit, wear a cultural listing. Let's say and use a fabric to design your culture and to design your casual outfit. That will show how consistent we are in celebrating our culture.
Yeah. So I think it's very so now you have the platform. I know whenever you organize a program,
Yes.
I know you individual have a role to play now to sustain our culture.
Indeed, yeah.
And this is so amazing. So really, you talk about story,
Yeah.
how you started your journey, what are some of the impacts of pageantry on the Gambian society, what really inspired you to venture into the pageantry, the atmosphere of pageants in the Gambia. You talk about this unity, you talk about really a lot of things to describe the atmosphere of pageantry.
Yeah.
So really, advice you have for not only pageants, you are a king, you have achieved a lot.
Yeah.
So massive, that is so prestigious. I'm inspired. So what advice do you have for young people who also want to be like AMADOU DANSO? Would you advise some people to be like AMADOU DANSO, or would you advise them to be themselves? It's just sorry, it's a bit very technical one.
Yeah.
But what advice do you have for young people?
I will not advise them to be like me because already I am me. I am who I am. So I want them to be themselves. I want them to pursue what they want. Like be you and then like be authentic. Don't try copying anybody because that person is who he is already. So just try to create your own self. Be the best version of yourself. And don't listen to what people say all the time because that will end up bringing you down. What they say doesn't shape who you are. Try to stand on your feet. Never listen to what people say about you. Always follow what your heart desires, and that will make who you are.
So that is the important point. AMADOU state, be who you are, original, because that's what defines who you are.
Yeah.
AMADOU, how can we sustain an inclusive society? How can we bring unity between the not only pageants, but now because you are a king in pageantry, you are focusing more to change the status quo.
Yeah.
How can we build it? Like how can we foster an inclusive society full of peace, unity, and
So I believe we should come together. We should come together and celebrate our differences, celebrate who we are. And we have a lot of platforms. We have a lot of platforms. We have a lot of organizations. I'm trying to bring people together. But if we don't celebrate our differences, there is no way we're gonna have that unity among ourselves. The only way we can promote inclusivity and diversity is by coming together as one people, like they call it, one people, one Gambia, one nation. So, yes, celebrate one another. Like no matter how small that achievement is, let's try and honor that person. Let's try honoring people's titles. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate their uniqueness. Yeah, and I believe that is one thing that will make us go forward with unity and in harmony. Yes.
Wow. I'm going to say this, the differences, let's throw outside of the differences.
Yes.
Because that is only we can have an inclusive society, a diverse society. Amazing. So, AMADOU, this has been very interesting. Now, I asked you what advice do you have for young people. That was very, very clear and very challenging. So, really, the government now, you are fighting. You would love to be, of course, in a higher platform. Like you said, you have done immense, like a very immense job to impact on people. So, really, what advice also do you have? Or what do you have for the government to do for young parents, young models like you, who are trying to be, to be there, of course, in this universe, that all the prestigious stage? What advice do you have? What can they do for you?
Yes. So my advice to the government is invest, 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 and invest, because these are people that are talented, smart, and outstanding, and they have the voice to change the status quo. Invest in them, have a budget allocated to these people, because I believe these are the people that can change the narrative of this country. We are going through a lot of hardship, but to me personally, I believe pageantry is one aspect of it that can bring back the smile of the people. We have lost the smiles already.
So it's not because of
Africa.
And we're losing it.
Yes. So I believe pageantry would bring this smile back. Imagine going to the Miss Universe and winning the crown for the first time. That is a jubilation for Gambia. That is a great achievement, and Gambia will be known worldwide. So invest in this beautiful and smart people. Let's make them. Let's celebrate their difference. Let's honor them, and with this, I believe Gambia is slowly generating everything that it lost.
Young parliament.
Yeah.
In what I say, invest in young people. Invest in young people.
Right.
We invest in them, we're investing for the future.
Yeah.
We invest in them, we're investing for the future. And this continues to go, and we will go. So, society plays a pivotal role in the development of any young man, I say. What role would society have in building a resilient future for young people? Because you realize society criticizes young people like you.
Yeah.
What role do they have? What do you have to tell them?
To the society, try to build these young people and respect what they want to do, because it is them, and we should try and respect their opinions. Try and respect their decisions. Let's bring them under one umbrella and ask them what they want to do, and let's try supporting them for once, and we will see the outcome of it. Because we have smart and amazing people that are gifted naturally. So if we try supporting them, if you're always there for them, then definitely they will feel comfortable and they will bring something on the table.
Support the decisions of young people.
Right.
Advice goes to the parents too.
To the parents, to the community members, community elders, like everybody, support these young people.
Parents should allow young people to thrive, in the areas of what their children want to try.
Yes, not just pageantry, but in whatever aspect that the children want to venture in, they should try and support them.
They must not decide for young people.
They shouldn't. Allow them to decide for themselves. Let them choose their own paths, because that will define who they are, not you selecting what they want to do.
That will lead them to failure. Because you give them something that they don't want to do. From a pageant,
yeah,
an advocate, a young, inspiring king. And bring about change in the Gambian society. Beautiful viewers, this will come to the end of this beautiful program. See you some other time, and don't forget, follow us on Facebook and of course on YouTube. Well, thank you so very much for
Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome to SOOGF Online TV. Support our own Gambian Foundation. Support our own Gambian Foundation. This is the first of its kind. Support our own Gambian Foundation is standing on 4 important philosophies. That is to empower, to motivate, to inspire, and of course, to uplift the younger generation of